this is Mesh. Welcome to another Stranger Things Season 2 video. I just wanted to point out a new theory I've read about over the last few days. So it's around Stranger Things and how it possibly ties in, there's a link there, to the It movies or It novels. So it centers around the character Bob Newby. So he tells Will a story in the car, if you remember. So the recap of what he says to Will. It's about Bob Newby's fear of clowns. So he says, "Did I ever tell you about Mr. Baldo? I was a little younger than you, standing in line for the Ferris wheel. Suddenly I feel a fat white glove tap me on the shoulder. I spin around and there he is, Mr. Baldo. Hey kiddo, we'd like a balloon?" It wasn't funny back then. I couldn't get him out of my head. Every night he would visit me in my dreams and every night I ran. It got so bad, I made my mum stay with me until I fell asleep. This went on for months. One day the nightmares suddenly stopped. Mr. Baldo came to see me. This time I didn't run. I stood my ground and said, "Go away, go away." It's quite funny too. The advice that Bob actually gives Will is, in essence, is terrible, right? Because this is the catalyst which caused the whole event after the fact. So yeah, it's quite funny as well. So also add to this information about this clown and his dreams and his fear of clowns. When Bob is talking to Joyce Byers about a plan for them to move, so he's saying that too many memories here, let's move. He says his parents live in Maine. So add on to this, Sean Astin, the actor who plays Bob, is currently mid-40s. I think he's 46, around there. So Stranger Things Season 2 is set in 1984. So why does this all matter and how does it work? It's a bit of a stretch, but here we go. So if you say Bob Newby, the character in Stranger Things Season 2, let's be generous and say he's maybe late 30s. So the ancient cycle of Pennywise the Clown, the last time at work which would be relevant to him would be 1957 to 1958. So Bob at this time, remember that this is meant to be 1984, so Bob at this time would possibly at a stretch be in his early teens. Let's bend the truth a little bit and say a bit before then. It's a nice idea already, it's pretty cool. But let's also add that his parents live in Maine, so that may be the location where he grew up as a child. That location is the same location where the It novel, It movies are all based around. So it's an awesome theory. What makes it even better is the creators, the Duffer Brothers. They've also kind of weighed in and said they were scared, they were terrified after the It movie themselves. So they themselves have a fear of clowns as well. So it's definitely a nice reference. I really did appreciate it. But if you want to go one step further, which obviously we're going to do, right? Because this is what theories are all about, and it's a lot of fun. Let's say that the Pennywise clown and the Stranger Things world are actually in the same world. So it is a interesting way to look at it. You could even go as far as to say, could Pennywise be aware of the Upside Down? Is that where it sleeps? Is that where it's come from? You can really push the boundaries with this, and that's why I think one of the things that Stranger Things does so well is that it doesn't give you too much information. It's always keeps you guessing. So that's why the Upside Down is so interesting, because we know so little about it and what could be in there and how it all works. But from reading the information that the Duffer Brothers have put up and how their thoughts are around this, for me, I think it's more just a reference. But I have still enjoyed thinking about how it does tie into the It world and the It novels. So it has definitely been enjoyable, and I really do like this theory. So it's been fun. But I'll leave this theory here. So let me know if you've heard of this one. Is there anything I've missed out on this theory? Let me know some more theories as well if you have some more to contribute. Let's get some more theories flying around the place. But for now, I shall leave this video here. So thumbs up if you like it, subscribe for future content, and once again, feedback below, put anything down there. It's always interesting to read that stuff. But until next time, this is Mesh, and I'll see you later.